Jets.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Michael Dixon
Today we've got an
kickoff.
AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Mike Evans.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what
First and
happened
10.
last
That's a
week to
46-yard
really hurt their
line.
performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Evans. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Patriots.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
Good.
I think of it in boxing terms.
Makes the
because
score Patriots
whether it's a
7,
big shot with your
Jets
first one
nothing.
or a probing one, a little bit of a jab,
Pinheiro
the
set to
second
kick
one
off.
was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2,
Fair
end zone.
catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year.
Graham Gano
And the Jets
on
are
for
an
the
extra
extra
point
point.
away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but
His
you go
kick
right down
is
yourselves
good.
and get the equalizer.
I just had a
That ties the
flashback there. I
game
remember
at
playing
7.
in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the
Dixon
media
set to
that
kick
week,
off.
the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just
The
saw
Patriots
there.
Very
take
similar
over
to what we
first
just
and
saw.
10 at their own
And we shift
25-yard
to
line.
spotlighting Mike Evans. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it
Decide
is.
to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in this game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Double tight.
Fournette running out of the gun. And
Leonard
that play
Fournette
going
on the
absolutely nowhere as he's belted
Tackled
before he
back
could
at the
get out of the
35-yard
backfield.
line.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike's 5-2.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
Ryan's pass.
6 yards is the
complete to
pickup, and
Nelson
that'll lead to a
Aguilar.
3rd down. That
It's
is
a gain
catch
of
number
6.
300
Makes
now
it
for his
3rd
NFL
and
career.
8.
Mike 52. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 52 is the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough.
Come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Matt Ryan sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
They go with Chubb on second down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense. Are you serious, dog?
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Chubb,
New York.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there.
On
his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now, break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's get off the field.
Now Leonard Fournette. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 41.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan looking sideline, incomplete.
Ryan's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, we got 3 downs.
Here's Ryan. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
10.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds.
The Jets take
and
over
they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line.
The defense, they came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
30-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Here we go.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. Gano now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jets 41, Patriots 7. Michael Dixon
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
You can't block me.
Now on second and 13. Ryan, he finds Aguilar over the middle. The 30, 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Nelson Agholor.
78 yards.
Patriots.
And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
For the extra point.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
it got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
A big play there. 85 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
Graham Gano.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Is good.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year.
48.
We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the
14.
confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no
Patriots
effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Nelson Agholor and company getting set to go again on offense now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrase it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Ryan,
Terrell Lewis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
5-2 is a Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike 5-2.
To try again after the sack. Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
42-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Ed Oliver. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
On down.
Partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. There's no doubt about it.
And he coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Complete.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
17.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
That's good for a Patriot.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action. Ryan. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second.
They still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make further. The
conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go one more.
Back to throw now on first down. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete.
Here I come again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
Tyreek Hill, 87 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead.
Good.
They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, he's not even equipped.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Matt Ryan.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
He's brought down
as they'll
back
stop
at
it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. So we've reached half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Patriots 24.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in for the Jets touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
On third down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Sacked.
Miles Jack with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
40-yard line.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
First and 10.
That will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Caught that look from you.
It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And this offense continues.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
You better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's good.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
Incomplete.
And 4th down now coming up.
Sets up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So we'll change your possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
No!
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown,
and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And incomplete. He was covered by C.J.
I think he had to hurt that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he's really having a heck of a ball game.
He is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
You better be afraid of me.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the 31-yard line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver.
And now look at him go. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Nick Chubb on the carry.
Nick
Touchdown,
Chubb,
New York.
his second TD of the game and 18th
Graham
of the year.
Gano on
And this
for the
Jet
extra
offense
point.
starting to run away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with
The
those
kick
two
is
TDs
good.
and why they're up on the scoreboard right
Makes
now.
the score
Well, someone's
Jets
all about winning,
89.
aren't they? Because
Patriots
he's not worried about the
31.
number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns.
Michael
The bottom
Dixon
line is
set
what
to
he's
kick
doing
off.
is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the
Patriots take over
25 as
first
he
and
will
10
not attempt to
at their
return.
own 25-yard line.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can
Leonard
really
Fournette
escalate
on
for
the
him.
carry.
And right now, they feel like
tackled
they're
at the
somewhat keeping
32-yard
him in
line.
check, but he
A
has found the end
7-yard
zone
pickup.
once. But
Brings
boy,
up
he can
2nd
explode
and
at
3.
any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get
hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
It'll be a loss of
A
a
loss of
yard,
a
and
yard
that's going
on
to
the
lead to
play.
a 3rd and
It's
4
now
coming
3rd
up.
down
These guys
and
have punted
4.
4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Jets.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. A run for Nick Chubb.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
And he's going to take it in
Nick
for
Chubb,
a
the
Jets
ball carrier.
touchdown.
Touchdown,
An
New York.
18-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize
Graham
on the short
Gano
field as
on
they
for the
take it in
extra
for
point.
6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team
kick
on his
is
back.
good.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying
Michael
that just as
Dixon
lightly
set to kick
as he
off.
does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide. Did not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard
line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long,
The handoff to
they
Leonard
struggled
Fournette.
moving the ball, turning it
He's
over on the
tackled
last
at the
possession.
29-yard
So what
line.
against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
A gain of
Analysis
4.
symptomatic of the
Now
success of
2nd
this
and 6.
broadcast.
What I like
At
is
the
that you gave me the
29-yard
word,
line.
and I just kept using it.
Mike Mark 2, Mike Mark 2. Come on.
From the 29, Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Nelson
And he'll be brought down right around the
That's good
37.
for a
That one, a
Patriots.
1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Ryan's pass.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration
He was
of body
covered by
language is
C.J.
evident
Henderson.
everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the
52
ringer
is
in
the
this
mic,
one.
boys, 52.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Nelson
And able to get this one
Aguilar.
across the
That's
45
good
before he's
for
brought
the
down.
Patriots.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
52's the
line.
mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Ryan will throw again. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones.
Ryan's
And he is
pass.
down at the 48.
Complete to
A
Marvin
pickup of
Jones.
4 that started at 148-yard
4 yards
line
on the
and
pickup.
ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. He'll find Jones
Ryan's
again.
pass.
Complete.
Complete to
Great
Marvin
change
Jones.
up there on the route and got that inside
gain of
release,
3.
made it a successful
Brings
pitch
up
and catch.
3rd
Well, the first thing you want to
and 3.
do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Oh, interesting. If you're a fan of Mike, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
Tyreek Hill, 95 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
The extra point.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing again. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. It's coming this way up.
To throw again, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The pass, fumble on the play, recovered by the Jets.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be.
This is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown,
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Mike 52. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. Throw right side complete to Williams. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
It's our field. It's our field.
Now Ryan on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. His throw incomplete.
Ryan's pass.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Nine yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son, make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
New York ready to go again offensively as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. 30, the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 89 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. It looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, New York.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw
at the 30-yard line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Matt Ryan sacked.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Drop deep, drop deep.
Mike 52.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hey,
from the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Army. Ready to go.
Throwing again. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Roughing the passer defense.
They threw it. They just threw the flag.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Check tight end. Check tight.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down.
4 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, or what have you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't